Greetings everybody, this is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinstfo the Astro Wolf, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here for my next video. So I wanted to show you guys some of the cool stuff that I'm working on and some really cool realizations that I made. So I'm gonna let you guys guess and see if you guys can figure out what the changes are. Because there's a couple of these that have been changed, and a couple things that have been figured out. Alright, I'm going to be saying what's going to happen, what the changes are in 3 seconds. So make sure to comment the timestamp that that you guys figured it out. Or if you guys didn't figure it out, then just comment the timestamp that I told you guys. Alright, here we are. Dragon Slayer has been downgraded. Because I don't use her very much at all. I usually just use her for backup and just whatever little shenanigans there are, and she's a decent small peck at the enemy commander. I upgraded some of the stuff on my Rogers a little bit, so he's doing a lot better, and he's actually able to hold his own on battles because he has more damage reduction. Let's see, I didn't really change too much on this guy, but I did add a little bit of leadership just for the couple events that were going on. Vega is still the same, and he's just, just doing his old shenanigans, and he's still being that awesome commander that he is. Sister Wolf is now a mean, reinhardened killing machine. She murders them. Like, reinhardens are not safe anymore, and neither are elves. Like, elf and reinhardened are both, torn apart by this amazing predator, Sister Wolf. And just look at that cute little face. She has a cute little smile. I don't know. I like Sister Wolf. She's adorable. And she has cute little wiggly ears. Wait, is that a heart? Oh my gosh, that's a heart. That's adorable. I like Sister Wolf. Very beautiful commander. But, some of you guys are probably wondering, but hey, why are you using her if you only use airships? Well, I am excited to show you guys that. First of all, I need to get these bad boys leveled up, which may take me a little bit. But once I get these to level 60, and once I get her, all the way to rank S, she's going to be amazing. So, as you guys can see, I have a little bit of changes on my Tanglang. I have Power Scorpio, and it's like, but wait, she's a Walker Commander. Why are you have an airship ability? She has Light of Gemini, and she is running 1/4 set of Light of Libra. Power Scorpio, Light Gemini, Power Scorpio, Light Gemini. All these are Power Scorpio, Light Gemini. And this is going to be super fun. So, let me try that one more time. This is going to be fun to tell you guys the cool stuff that I'm working on. So she is able to. Oh my gosh! Let me try that again. She is able to run steam cannon. So steam cannon, because of her current upgrades and the Armageddon hull that I'm running, 75% chance to trigger before the next action. It clears all enemy buffs, every single buff, and until next action, all enemy dodge and critical is decreased by 9%. So that means all that hyperspace armor, all that stupid shenanigans that piece of garbage Reinhardt and Elf run, is worthless. The only thing that Steam Cannon cannot remove is Menderbot. So I don't have her at Awakening Walker yet, which... Wow, my sneeze was so hard, I caused one of the vents in my room to reverberate. Woof. So I don't have an awakening walker yet, but I will soon. I'm gonna work on getting her to rank S, because that's gonna make her all the more horrifying to deal with. Deadly Impact. 100% chance to activate. Before action. Damage of this attack will increase by 116%, and it will be increased by an additional 100%, dealt to targets above 60% health points. Quick Draw. 100% chance to trigger when attacking. Deal damage to the target directly. The amount of damage is equal to 49% of the lost health points of target. It is certain to hit. The damage is not affected by damage reduction effects. So no matter how much damage reduction you have on your commander, Reinhardt or Elf, Sister Wolf is going to absolutely gut them. Like, Sister Wolf is going to crush them like they are nothing to her. But of course, you guys are still like, but you don't have anything in walkers. But that is where you're wrong.
Prepare yourself.
Well, you are right, but also, this is one of those questions that is not a yes or a no. This is a question that has a different answer. So yes, I don't really have much in walkers, as you guys can tell. The only thing I really have is a Gaia, that's tier 9, but even then, there's no research used for these walkers. And then, you know, same thing with the infantry. So you guys are like, what's going on here? Well, I figured, since I have all of my stuff equipped, researched for airships, I decided to do a little bit of research. Tier 1, only airship. Tier 2, only airship. Tier 3, only airship. Tier 4, only airship. Tier 5, only airship. Tier 6, only airship. Tier 7, only airship. Tier 8, only airship. Tier 8.5, only airship. Tier 9, airship and walker. Tier 10, airship and walker. So you guys can see what I'm working on. My Sister Wolf can hold a total of 96 tier 10 airships in her marches. That is 16 per slot. After the power problem was rectified, the mad rush to have the most massive ship began. The bigger, the better. The ultimate killing machine, possessing the attributes of both airships and walkers, can activate 2 kinds of skills. So you guys are like, but if you are running that on a walker commander, how does that work? Well, here's the thing. I have airship jewels on Sister Wolf, and she runs walker abilities. So, because these guys are able to run, because these bad boys are able to run walker abilities and airship abilities, oh, that makes sense. Look at that, guys. Okay, this is cool. I just realized something. So the airship tab actually looks like a ship, looks like a fighter jet. This one looks like a shield. So that obviously looks like a infantry. And this bad boy looks like it has 2 running legs, and it looks like a walker. I just realized that actually looks kind of cool. I can see how that's like a subtle, understanding of the symbols. Because shoot, where are we? Where's that little? Oh well. Oh, here we are. Okay, this is cool. Oh gosh, do not do this to me. Okay. Oop. Where are you? Where are you? Haha. So the walker as you guys can see, has little feet. Ooh, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Never mind. Turn off. Make that go away. Okay, so I can actually see how that works now. Okay, that's kind of cool. Sorry, guys, my apologies. So, I know that it's taking me about 10 minutes to kind of explain to you guys what I'm trying to figure out. So, I'm going to put a timestamp at around 10 minutes, and I'm going to, well, around 10:35 and tell you guys what's going on. So, I just recently came back to GWU. And if you guys pay attention to how certain things look, I have 416,121 points. And you guys are like, but you've only been in this guild for about 3 days. How you have so much? You can't, donate that much. Well, I was able to fight in the capital. This is a Wonder Battle Report. So unfortunately, this one I did not do well in. But I did save you guys the best ones. So I have a total of 5 amazing battles I was able to work on. Whoops, that's not it. Oh wait, no, sorry, here we are. So, I want to show you guys how this awesome stuff works. So as you guys can see, I sadly did lose 16 Cyrus and 15,024 Yetis, but the enemy lost 212,909 hummingbirds, and they lost 3 origins. Now I'm going to show you guys how nasty she really is. That's brutal. That Lie of Gemini with her extra ability, it just hurts them so bad. So yeah, I'm kind of being hit with these guys, but I have a lot of research done on these bad boys. That power Scorpio just messes him up. So yeah, so he is hitting me pretty hard, but as you guys can see, he's not doing well. That's amazing. That's beautiful. So I'm gonna fast forward because this is going to take a while, but watch what happens when I hit fast forward. He is completely gutted. LGO is a really nasty enemy guild that we have to fight against. But I remembered from a while back, a couple months ago, someone told me you run a heavy penetration build with skills trigger rate on Sister Wolf. And that means... let me see. That means she can actually run heavy penetration. Now, if I remember right, guys, yeah, so I'm running the Armageddon right now because that gives me skills trigger rate. But I want to show you guys what her awesome armor is able to do. So, Sister Wolf. So she is running 70% penetration. That is phenomenal because I know this won't, be able to be 100%, but that is still amazing because that allows her to just pretty much negate 70% of the enemy's damage reduction buffs. And she actually has 20% damage reduction on herself. She has a decent amount of health points, she has a lot of attack, she has a little bit of defense, pretty good chunk of accuracy, even though she doesn't really need it. She has a decent chunk of dodge. She has a tiny bit of critical. Resistance weaken effect makes it so that way the enemy cannot SWE her. The total soldier tier suppression is just 15%, but that's still something. Her critical weather is 200%, so that will allow her to actually take a critical hit and not be completely obliterated by it. The power of Scorpio allows the airships to have extra health points as well as a guaranteed ability to hurt the enemy even more. So even though she's already hurting the enemy, this will allow her to do extra damage. Let's see, so then a Lie of Gemini will allow her to hit twice as well. All common and extra attacks will hit. Extra damage will be normal damage 100%. So I'm trying to give her every single chance she can get to hurt the enemy. And once I get Light of Libra ready to get on there, she's going to be able to counter any attack that the enemy runs at her. So that's going to allow her to be able to mess with them even more. But I'm thinking about actually switching over to Cephas Majesty. But the thing is that her steam cannon already clears the enemy buff, so that pretty much makes it so that way the enemy can't do anything. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to see if there's a Walker gem set I can add to her and see if I can really mess up the enemy that way. Because there's some really cool stuff that we can get on her. And I want to try to take advantage of that. I'll have to do my research to see what I have, but you guys are going to see some awesome stuff that I'm working on. But yeah, so that was the first battle. We destroyed this guy. So yes, we lost 16 tier 10 airships. They lost an incredible amount of hummingbirds and 3 origins. Now sadly, I lost this one, but I was able to kill 34 Eye of Greeds. And this is a SWE Hancock, or the as the enemy, or as teammates may call him, SWE Cock. Now I don't know why they call it that. I think it's just to shorten the name. But as you guys can see, all of these are strengthened, weakened effect pieces of equipment. That is brutal. So yeah, even though we lost, we took no damage from that, and we were still able to kill 34 Eye of Greeds. This is another one. So yeah, I lost 35 Cyruses, so unfortunately that kind of messed me up a little bit. But the enemy lost 578,451 Yetis and 344,119 spiders. That is about 900,000 soldiers gutted. That's nasty stuff. And the tier suppression makes it so she can't hurt me, which is awesome. Sadly, my back row gets reamed, so I'm trying to get 96 total tier 10 airships to allow me to work. So she is running the Void Skater, and I don't have a healing ability, so that is going to make it so that way I get hurt more. But as you guys can see, I am cutting down her defenses quickly. Ouch. Stop hitting me. That hurts. So if I fast forward, watch what happens. So I still win, and that gives me 370,002 reputation points. This battle here, I forgot to tell you guys, gives me 18,700 points. And this battle here gives me 21,369 points. And this is another fun one. This one here, I lose only 7 Cyrus, but the enemy loses 12 Eye of Greed and 9 Void Skaters. And they are also trying to run a Strength and Weaken effect. So yes, that would hurt me but I automatically run resistance weaken effect. And that resistance weaken effect allows me to stand my ground without having to be reamed by walkers. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how that bad boy worked out. Oh, that's delicious. You guys see that? That's amazing. So yeah, even though I'm using airships, you guys can see how her abilities allow us to just cut through the enemy like nothing. So unfortunately, using Yetis won't give us anything, but as you guys can see, those still allow us to, remove the buffs of the enemy. Bam. And tier 10 airships are cheap to heal, so this allows me to fight with lower level soldiers, but still be able to really mess up the enemy. Now, I sadly lost this one, and I'll show you guys why. It was just kind of a bad time altogether, but I only lost 16 Cyrus, so it wasn't as bad as a loss as it could have been. This person is running Aldebarans, and that is what I need for my soldiers. This guy has a nasty fella. Nasty, reinhardt. So it looks like I pissed them off, because they sent this bad boy against me. This is another LGO one, and sadly this one I didn't do well at all. But we did kill 2 Void Skaters. Sometimes it just doesn't work out against the Hancocks. Because I think this fella... Yeah, they were using Maelstroms, so you guys can see why that hurt me a bit. If I remember right, he's running Wings of a... Oh, no he's not. So he's running Steam Cannon as well. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why I lost. It's whatever. It's not a problem. That's me testing stuff out. That's me testing some stuff out. That's me winning that one. That's me winning against this one. That's me hurting the enemy there. That's my huge win. Let's see. I actually was able to snipe one of the enemy arcs, and I was able to kill a pretty decent chunk of soldiers, and actually able to get a small amount of resources. But hey, anything helps. So I attacked a simulation. Didn't win that one. Didn't win against that one. This is one of my Vega actually. He didn't activate any of his abilities, so we still killed 31,441 seagulls, but we could have done way better. So as you guys can see, I was testing some stuff out because I really want to see how my Sister Wolf would work. So as you guys can see, this guy is max leadership, the biggest fella you can get for your reinhardt. And this is me running all 6 slots, 96 soldiers of, the Cyrus. Watch what happens when I hit fast forward. The enemy is gutted. They lose 957,024 hummingbirds. That is a incredible amount of soldiers, and that means, about... Oh, gee, what occurs? At least 700,000 of those hummingbirds would be lost. I wanted to see what would happen if I ran a max slot of Yetis against them. But as you guys can see, I have no research done on walkers, so that didn't work out for me. And as you guys can see, I tried out a couple different things, and that just did not work out. But I wanted to try this out. I just wanted to see what would happen if I ran a max slot bust against the enemy. And as you guys can see, this just reams the enemy. This just tears them to shreds. That's brutal. So, I was trying out a couple of different things and seeing how, my sister wolf would do. And I just want to see if I got any more replays. But yeah, as you guys can see, I have been working on getting Sister Wolf up to par and actually making her a good, strong, heavy-hitting commander. And, yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. By the way, this is a test of me going against Rian Harding. That's brutal. Like, if my Vega activates his abilities right, no matter how big you are, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt real bad. And that's one of the things that I go for. Is like, Vega's, outclassed. So if I can make him a nuclear bomb, then I'm going to be able to do that and actually help him to mess up people. And I got some help to get my upgrade done, which I want to show you guys as well.
Don't stop asking, my friend.
I am 895 days and 3 hours away from getting hyperspace airship level 9. So I'm not going to use speed ups for that yet, because there's going to be a new update coming up eventually. And that is going to allow the timer help reset, the timer help that your guildmates can give you to be reset, so they can help you again. So that means you can request help again right after that update. Because when the developers renew the game and add that update, it resets a couple things. So I now have all 5 commanders actually being able to be battle ready. Now, that doesn't exactly mean Sister Wolf is going to be very effective on the larger scale battles, but she is still going to be nice to, peck at the enemy and kind of go, gonna get you, But in all honesty, Sister Wolf is better the bigger that she is. So I still use her because she is a good deterrent for smaller commanders, but she's more of just a fella that more of a commander that I use just for miscellaneous purposes. Now this is like, why don't you reset her and get all that stuff back and get a different commander? And that's the thing. There hasn't been a better commander for me to run, and Sister Wolf is one of the only commanders that I can actually run that still makes airships and her a viable cause. So if they add a new commander that runs along the same lines of effectiveness that Sister Wolf can be and still be small, that's going to be amazing. Because I'm trying to, get Vega up to 700k quickly, but I'm trying to get Orochi up to at least 350k, then try to get Rogers up to 350k, and then try to get Vega up to a much higher level. Because Orochi and Rogers don't have to be absolutely massive to be effective, but the bigger they are, the more they can take. So, but I do want to eventually have at least 1,000 airships, 1,000 Ether Djinns in a 1-slot bust, because Ether Djinns have the highest attack per airship that there is in the game. And that means that allows them to be able to do just obscene amounts of damage. And unfortunately, guys, the only other airship that I can really think of that would be effective is the IC-1848, and unfortunately, I don't have that. That is a super advanced airship, and I don't have that yet. But I am happy to say that all I will need to do is get hyperspace airship level 10, and then that will be able to allow me to save up for the Cyan shuttle, or until they add some new stupid thing to the game that makes other stuff, useless. We will kill whomever you want. Exactly. Wahahaha, as Sheldon Cooper would say. But yeah, guys, for a 30-minute video, I kind of, it's hard for me to kind of get to stuff directly, but as you guys can see, my sister wolf is extremely effective, and she was able to get me a supreme amount of reputation points very, very quickly. And that allowed us to be extremely effective. And that means she will actually be able to go toe-to-toe with enemies now in a galactic campaign, because reinharnants are just abysmal to deal with. Same thing with elves. So, if you find a commander that can remove all their buffs and leave them defenseless, as long as they don't outshoot you, you can actually, really mess up the enemy. But yeah, so also great news, guys. In the last week, we have regained our planet. Our planet is ours now. LGO, DGS, and the other guilds are now at the mercy of us. We have finally redeemed our planet. We have finally rescued our planet from the evil clutches, and now we are able to have a good time. Now we have taxes extremely high right now to kind of try to to whittle down the enemy, because there's only so many spots in Synthesin. So eventually the enemy is going to have to go into the tax areas, and that's going to allow our guild and our members to get a couple 100,000 each day from this. And as you guys can see, HMS Surprise and Gods Forever. Or, now I don't know why our power restriction is 635 million. I would expect us to keep it super, super low, but it's whatever, guys. Our planet is back, and that makes me very, very happy. Wait, hold on a second. What did that one say? Test subject. Huh. Wow, so execution still has, lordship over 780. I haven't been in 780 for about a year now, and I gotta say that moving over from 780 was one of the best choices I made. Very, very happy about that. If only they could see how strong I am now. But it's whatever, guys. I have a new start, and I'm happy. But yeah, guys, Sister Wolf has quickly become from a sideline commander into something amazing. And I'm extremely excited to see what new stuff that they add for her. And I'm going to be working on getting her abilities upped, so that way she can do even more damage and really mess up the enemy. So Sister Wolf is well on the way to becoming an extremely nasty commander. All of her equipment is level 40 right now, so she is off to a fantastic start. So stay tuned, guys, for some really cool new stuff that I'm going to be working on. And I'm hoping I have this. Yeah, the attack and the accuracy will be increased by 0.6%. So until I get these other ones maxed, Pioneer, Counter-Striker, and AI-1, I'm going to have to, leave these other ones on, the back burner. But I think once I get these to level 50, then I'll try to get hers to level 30, so that way it'll allow her to be a bit more active. And also, this will not be cleared, so the more damage we do as Sister Wolf, the better. So I just wanted something on her, and I think that's a good idea to have longevity on her. Now, I don't think running Counter-Striker on her would be effective, but if we really, really need to, we can do We can, if we really want to, use Pioneer, but that's usually more for Vega. The reason why I like longevity on her is because this will last for the entire battle and won't be cleared. So that pretty much means there's no possibility of that being messed with. And like I said, guys, yeah, Rogers has the HP shield, so that gives him a little bit more of a defensive ability because we removed a couple things from him, but he's still doing a darn good job. And like it is, Counter Striker allows our wonderful Orochi to have a little bit of extra pain to the enemy, so when they hit us, that will allow us to hurt that slot of the enemy that hits us. So hey, it works out, guys. So yeah, we are getting some really good stuff underway, and I just wanted to tell you guys that we now have 4 out of 5 commanders that can mess with the enemy. Orochi is a very high value commander, and he can do a lot of damage and work with any level of airship and still mess up the enemy. Vega is a fantastic commander because he can one slot bust the enemy, and that allows him to be extremely effective. He's more usually used for a galactic campaign or messing up enemies in the capital battles. This guy, if you're just kind of fed up with dealing with certain commanders, you can run that. But now that we have Sister Wolf as the amazing predator that she is, she's actually going to become one of my mainly used commanders, and she might actually be in second place, if not first, for most battles, because she's so many people use Reinhardt and Elf. This will allow us to have a counter to them and really mess up the enemy, and even just hit other commanders. Like Cyruses are cheap to heal, and they don't require very much when I'm very much meta crystals to heal. I think 16 of them is like only about 400k, so we can actually last a solid chunk of battles getting these worked out, because we have 6 Diablos harvesting for us, all the resources that we need. So that makes me very, very happy. Now, if you guys have any insight on which hull gives more of what, then please let me know. But as far as I can tell, guys, as far as I can see, the Diablo is the best because it gives you the best of both. But I might be wrong, and they might have switched something, so I'll have to contact my my people and see what they have to say. But anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys for just being those awesome, subscribers that you guys are. I want to thank you guys for joining me along with my journey through the growth of my commanders and my ship. I want to thank you guys for just, bearing with me as more and more stuff develops, and, for allowing me to be able to teach you guys about the game. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to, have fun and, provide you guys content. And it's really, really fun. So I always enjoy this, and it makes me smile knowing that I have such great subscribers like you guys. But yeah, always remember to like, share, and subscribe. Because if we can get this channel to 1,000 subscribers and enough watch hours, we can finally start making some passive income. And that will allow me to be able to work on my medical bills, as well as possibly be able to get new things for the channel eventually. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys, so that way we can work the algorithm to our success, as well as get more people interested in my content. No kidding. LOL. And I am ready for battle. But yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys stay awesome, and always remember, God bless.